Dallas.
Celeste.
We have gone to 3 cons this year.
We have.
Let's talk about the newest one.
Okay. What is happening here? Celeste, something's happening on the planet Geekery right this second.
Glix, Priority Alpha Command, open comms, now.
Loading the culture language patches. Loading spiritual applications. Loading grace and hope directives. Comms opening in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, devoted geeks, and welcome to Com Talk, the podcast extension of Geek Devotions, the show from devoted geeks who are devoted to letting you know that you are loved. I am Celeste, and if you're watching the VOD,
Vlad, the Impaler?
No impaler.
Okay, good. Awkward.
I am a blinking image.
I think you're officially a PNG tuber.
No.
I think this classifies as a PNG tubing.
It's not going to be a habit, though.
True. That we know of. It's just going to be when we do things like this. And the other voice that you hear is Dallas. Hello. Glad to be with you guys on this grand experiment of, because we realized podcasting and video is kind of a thing that needs to take place. And we didn't want to set up a secondary studio. Although I'm thinking about now, Celeste, the amount of time we put into making you into a PNG tuber, I could just build the other studio. All done.
Yes, but then the kitchen would have been
true.
Or the laundry room.
It wouldn't have looked good.
It would not have looked as good. This looks nicer.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a live recording of our podcast. It's not normally quite as hectic as this, or is it? Anyways, here...
we make no promises.
No promises whatsoever. But here is the deal. Here's what's taking place here. We are going to take questions from you guys as we go through this together. If you have a question about what's taking place, about the episode or anything like, or about the what are we talking about? The con.
The con.
We're talking about the con that we just came back from. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by doing things.
Dallas is trying to multitask.
We just got back from Louisiana Delta Con in West Monroe, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to review it. We're going to talk about what took place, what we liked, and all that good stuff, and then we're going to put this out. But we want to, if you have questions about the con or about aspects of doing the con life, let us know, and we'll answer those in the podcast. So let's get this party started. Celeste.
Yes.
My 2D love. That sounds weird to say. What? How do we want to start?
I don't know.
You want to start with Friday?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So for context, this was the Louisiana Delta Con in West Monroe. And I picked up every bit of you taking that jacket off.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Anyways, we were in West Monroe, and it was an interesting time. This is a very different con for us.
It was.
We weren't able to get off work early necessarily. The con started on Saturday morning, so we drove there on Friday.
We were able to get off early, just not
Early enough to set up.
Not early enough to set up on Friday.
Right. So we got in, found the con, and those of you who saw the live stream know that we found it. And then we did what everyone does. We went and got food. And this is where we now take you to the pictures. All right, if you are watching on the live stream, here is the food we had. We had this place called Taco Bandido.
I'm not sure what's happening with that rabbit.
He's a bit terrifying.
Just a bit.
But it was good food, man. I enjoyed my burrito. It was pretty. And why was the quesadilla so thick?
So big.
It was thick. It was legitimately, it was a good heavy meal for the night. I appreciate us having that. So that's what took place there. So we got up early the next day. We got up at like 5 in the morning, and we made it down to the con at the West Monroe Convention Center. And what do you say we got there about 7-ish, 7:30ish?
7:30, because we were a little later getting out than you wanted to be.
Yeah,
you wanted to be leaving by 7.
Right, but we got there. It wasn't too far.
Mm-mm.
And we got in and we loaded up. Got our setup here, as you guys can see. And it was 8x8, but it feels bigger than 8x8 for some reason.
I think that
it has to be, because that's an 8-foot table that we had.
Yes. It's a little bit bigger than 8x8 because we could make it past the table.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a lot bigger than 8x8 because legitimately the vendor next to us, they had this like little tub where it was a literal bathtub. It had like little pins, buttons in them, and people would be like digging through them and standing in our booth.
Yeah, that's true.
Which we didn't mind until we were trying to pull somebody back.
We had this person dressed up as Hornet from Hollow Knight. And the girl had made this amazing mask, but I was afraid that when she came into our booth, she was going to hit this one lady. So, but this was our booth. This is what it looked like. Again, not a bad setup. And then we got the con started. Right beforehand, our friend John Stout showed up. And love John Stout. John was kind of emceeing things that day.
He ran the cosplay competition.
Man, he did such a good job with the cosplay competition too. Like, genuinely, John, if you watch this and listen to this, I am so thankful for you. You did such a great job of making everyone feel. What I'm looking for, Celeste.
Like, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Special.
Yeah, like you made sure that they should feel pride in what they put together and the work they did. And I was really appreciative of the way that he ran this as a whole. And he did such a great job. And he's not normally this white. That was for his costume.
He put on a lot of makeup and he aged about 20, 30 years.
Right. So, but it was cool. He did a great job. So and also right before everything started, our friend Liz came up. And she did Princess Mononoke. And what was it you were telling me about her costume?
She has been working on something from a video game for months. Because, like, I follow her. I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Right.
And I follow her stuff and her cosplay page. And she's been working on this one thing. Well, like 2 weeks ago, she went, guys, don't be mad at me, but I've kind of got another idea I want to run with. So this cosplay won't be making it to DeltaCon. Details to come later. And she made that costume within 2 weeks.
Good night.
Like I'm almost positive she said she bought the mask that she wears in another picture. Because
it's next.
Yeah,
there it is.
It would have taken a lot more work.
Right.
Than what she had already done, but everything else she made.
Right. So, but I mean, she did such a great job, and love her to death. She's so sweet and kind, and she's like one of the headliners this year, as a cosplay guest itself.
She was so excited.
She was. I was so excited for her. She started doing this, guys, just a couple of years ago. She came to GeekCon 2 years ago, right?
Yes, because that's when John and Kevin were with us.
Right. And she entered in, she did Guts from Berserk. And oh my gosh, guys, it was so good. It was such a good cosplay she did.
It was.
And so she did that. And so she cosplayed here and she knocked it out as Princess Mononoke. First off, Princess Mononoke, one of my favorite Miyazaki movies. And can we just real quick jump into the future? Shout out to the guy at Bojangles when we were talking about cosplay, and he pulls out of thin air. Nobody remembers this except for me, apparently. Porco Rosso, another top tier, amazing anime from Miyazaki. But yeah, this was she did a great job. Let's go on. Oh, here's a cool couple. This couple right here. She is Kitty Pryde, guys. Who does Kitty Pryde? Nobody does Kitty Pryde. I've never, in the 10 years we've been going to cons, I have never seen somebody do Kitty Pryde. Have you?
I don't think so. We saw Jubilee that one time.
We did see Jubilee that one time.
But I don't think we've seen Kitty Pryde.
She even has the dragon with her, which is amazing. And then she's dating Star-Lord.
Yep. Yep. Which apparently is in the comics.
I missed that.
Yeah, that's part of why she chose to be Kitty Pryde.
Cool. I dig it. I respect it. It was like legit X-Men style. I liked it. All right, going on. This guy was cool. This is what was his profession? Wasn't he like a doctor or something like that?
Oh.
He originally was graphic design and he changed his career path later.
I want to say that he was in like engineering of some sort.
Okay, maybe I'm just way off. Either way, really nice guy.
We had a lot of people yesterday, guys.
But this is like his first time in the con scene in a while, and he did Han Solo, and he did a really great job with it. And we ended up meeting his whole family, and really nice folks. And they, when they were looking for him, they're like, "Oh, of course, Dad's behind a table with some people. Of course, that's what's happening. Like that's just who he is." I did totally, when I handed him his gun, I was like, "Dude, you totally shot first." Which I think he appreciated me.
I think he did too.
For that reference. Oh my gosh. He said that he was going to look around for a guy dressed up as Boba Fett.
So he could side-eye him.
Just side-eye him. So I appreciate that. All right. I think this is one of his sons, actually.
Yeah, it is.
He was dressed up as Red Hood, which was great. I built the mask himself and everything like that. Keep going here. This is a girl that did Hornet and dude from Hollow Knight. Like,
what is the Hollow Knight's name?
I don't know.
Is it not just Hollow Knight?
No, Hollow Knight's a title itself, actually.
Oh. I still am in the first half part of the game. I need more monies.
I understand.
Have to grind.
Gotta do the grind. But this she made these masks for them. And she did such a great job. And she made the weapons. You can't see them too well in here, but she 3D printed these weapons here. And they looked like really good. Like they looked like they came out of the video game, and I was really impressed. She did a great job. And this, like I said, this is the mask that she had, and so I could see it in my head, her around the corner and just smacking this one lady who was standing in our booth. Okay. Tell her about this young lady.
This young lady just saw the mask for the first time.
This past year or something like that?
In October. In October, she watched The Mask for the first time.
Right.
And so she was like, I'm going to dress as the mask. Like, that's going to be my cosplay. And so she did it. She said she watched the movie 30-something times.
Good night.
In the last, 3 weeks since she first saw it.
Oh,
and so
man.
she just, I loved the commitment to the
bit.
The bit, yeah.
Yeah. She did a great job. I also say this, apparently she was doing a fundraiser at the same time.
Yeah.
For her local school's Christmas production, basically. And so we ended up donating a little bit to her. But who does the mask? I would say this at this con more than others. I saw more not a lot of low key, but also a lot of not high, well-known stuff. It's like people's niches really came out in this.
Yeah. There's a lot of niche stuff.
Yeah, which I appreciated that. All right, this one right here.
This dude.
Let's talk about this guy. Ended up winning the competition.
Now, in this picture, he's not actually wearing the full setup.
Yes, it's covered up. So for those of you who don't know what is happening on the screen here, if you're listening to the audio version only, but and if you're just looking at this creature I'm standing next to on the video, this guy is dressed as Kaiju number 9 from Kaiju number 8. And he's walking past.
He's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy. And he's walking around, and nobody got what it was happening. Nobody understood what he was doing.
Well, to be fair, he was walking around without the mask on.
Yeah.
And so it kind of looked like a weird shield, the way he was carrying it.
It did kind of look like when we walked past this originally. But when he puts the helmet on, a lot of people still didn't know what was going on here. And if you haven't watched Kaiju number 8, you guys need to go watch Kaiju number 8. We recommend it to a few people.
So good. We have a friend who just watched all of it, and they literally threw their phone.
He goes, I spiked my phone, Dallas. I spiked it to the ground.
I wonder if that's why he went and got a bigger phone.
I don't know.
Because he just got a new phone.
Oh, man. But so this costume right here that he made, right? First off, if he takes this off, he's got a bodysuit that's ripped, really muscular. And then Kaiju number 8 has these extra limbs, or number 9 rather, has these extra limbs coming off him. He built those board this thing. And so he takes it off, and it's like a transformation aspect of it. And this helmet here that he's got here, though, you see how this mouth is open? He's got it strapped under his jaw. So when he talks, the mouth opens and closes with him. And then a buddy of his helped wire the electronics so the eyes glowed. Like, this was a lot of work. And he ended up winning one of the awards at the convention. He did. So I was super impressed with it. And again, guys, this is one of the things I enjoy about cons is, like, when you start talking with people, they love just to talk about things, about their costumes, the things they're interested in, like that. He's like an engineering background, and him and his buddies do all kinds. Him and his friends for Halloween did like half mobile suits, and they're passing out candy. And he was passing off he was dressed up as a Goof custom from Mobile Suit Gundam for Halloween.
What's a Goof custom?
All right, so Goof is one of the mobile suits that Xeon used in the original Gundam series.
Oh, okay.
And the custom means it was a custom build of a Goof.
Gotcha.
Done by Ramba Raw, who was one of the main guys in the war, 1 year war.
No. I remember Rumble Raw's name.
Right.
I just couldn't remember what a Goof was.
I gotcha. So anyways, he put all this together, and it was so impressive. And he was actually telling me earlier, he was at another competition.
Mm-hmm.
And can't remember which one he said, Celeste. But he was telling me that he's in line, and he has these glowing eyes and stuff like that. So he turned his head away, and he's facing the wall, so that the glowing portions of his costume weren't distracting for the person on stage. That way, the person on stage got the attention they were supposed to get. Which, by the way, super respectful. So appreciate the honor and the culture of honor that they have at these things.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
Be respectful of each other, so that you're not taking shine away from one person or another. And the guy next to him goes, "Hey, dude, I think your electronics are burning." He's like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, I can smell them burning."
Oh God!
And sure enough, the electronics in his mask and everything were smoking.
I missed that conversation. I must have been talking to somebody else.
You were. I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, man." He goes, like, he lost his sense of smell a couple years ago, and so he couldn't smell that it was burning. So this was
terrifying.
This was a much safer one here that he has here, and so really impressive. And again, just genuinely a nice guy to chat with. This dude right here, he was the Black Ranger, really cool guy. He ended up winning one of the things too, didn't he? Or no, he was just in the show. I don't think he won something.
I don't remember who won the showcase, because it was like the ones who they didn't make it, but they put in the effort to show up dressed up and then enter.
Yeah, he got on stage when they called him on, and he did like some like spin around and kick and everything like that. And John was like, "Oh gosh, my back hurts watching you do that." But he did, man. He owned that Black Ranger. It was great. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the live stream, before I say what this is, leave a comment. Let me know if you know what this dude is dressed as. Because I was excited about it, and Celeste has been confused since the word go.
You showed me what it was.
Yes, but you were very confused.
Night.
You had no idea what was happening.
Don't throw me under the bus.
It's all right. It's all good. It just so happens he's dressed up as a character from one of the very first PlayStation 1 video games I ever played. Pounds of Pirates got it in the chat on Twitch already. Pawpaw the Rapper is correct, which was a rhythm rap game from the early 2000s. Literally one of the first PlayStation games I ever played. And I was like, "Bro, what are you doing?"
And like, he's got to be under 18.
I don't know.
He might be 18.
I was like, "Dude, are you kidding me?" Like, someone this young rocking out Pawpaw the Rapper. I was so impressed. Like, this is what I'm talking about, though. Like, at this con, there was much more like these niche, like not out of pocket, but you know what I'm saying? Like, cosplays that came out of nowhere. I didn't expect any of this to take place at some of this at this con.
These were not on our con bingo list.
Right?
This guy definitely wasn't.
This one threw me off. I looked at this man. He came walking down, and the problem was he was standing next to a young lady dressed as Zorro from One Piece. And I was like, I want to say Zorro. but which one do I do? So I go, Don de la Vega. And he looks up.
and then he goes, shh.
He goes, we can't say nothing. Don't tell nobody. And then he goes, yet here I am looking. And like he's doing his best accent of it. I was like, dude, who does Zorro? This was so great. And come to find out, the Zorro he was standing next to is his daughter. And so I got a picture with his daughter also dressed as Zorro from One Piece. But I was like, this is cool. The family cosplay stays together. And his whole thing was like, he's like, she's her generation's Zorro. I am my generation's Zorro. And I was like, I respect that.
And then he had multiple princesses with him.
He did.
And I think some of them were sharing costumes because not all of them were the right thing.
This is a match. Oh man. So this is kind of a shot from the front area of the cosplay guests. You have John Stout and other people right here. Liz is kind of in the background here somewhere.
You can see it's where the mask is.
Yeah.
Because that was her cosplay at GeekCon this year.
Can I zoom in here? Nope, won't let me zoom in. Oh man, I was hoping to zoom in on it. Nope. All right, this was kind of cool. So Louisiana Delta Con was hosted by, or was put on by Louisiana Delta Community College. And I guess they did this last year, and it was a huge success on the campus, but it was too big. So now they're in the community center, which, by the way, West Monroe, this was maybe a little too big for this community center. I'm just saying.
So if you want to use your other community center, donate the facilities to the college, and then let them,
This could become a big deal for West Monroe.
This could become a big deal.
This could become a Geek Con for West Monroe. Just throw it out there. But anyways, Home Dude came out dressed as their mascot. I was like, let's go, dude. I respect that. So this is one of the exhibit rooms on the side. They were having a little Smash Bros tournament going on, which was pretty cool. All right. So this dude right here, first off,
my gosh,
he owned every bit of it.
he did.
Like he was in character A to Z. And he's from, was it Deltarune, he said?
Yes, he was from Deltarune.
Right. And he ended up winning one of the awards too.
I think because he didn't I think he was the one who won the showcase, the masquerade one.
Okay.
Because he made the not the helmet, the TV, the head.
Right.
But everything else was just kind of pieced together.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
But it does keep him from going up against like people who made Kaiju number 9.
Right. Right.
Which is fair.
Totally. Well, he did a great job. I'm curious as to what he made this out of that he could see.
I don't know. I didn't ask that part. He was also apparently, I had a good long conversation with him. He is also hard of hearing naturally.
Really?
And then the box makes it even harder. So like I was having to lean, I was glad I was wearing a higher t-shirt. I was having to lean over the table.
Oh man.
So that he could hear me and so I could hear him. What was really funny is because, the mask was obstructing his view some. And we have, for those of you who haven't seen us at a con, we have a laptop going with streams. And he looks down and he goes, "Is that a deer with lightsabers?" And I go, "I think they're laser guns, but yeah, it is." And he was like, "I thought I saw that wrong, but nope, that's it."
I will say this. So like, this is where I love it. This dude owned every bit of the style. Like, and that's part of the fun is you get these people in there. They're taking on some of the personality. They're having fun with it. It's a great way of doing some stuff. He goes, Silcast goes, "Well, that's one way to get around the camera issue."
Right.
So shout out to this lady right here in the background, though. She's one of the vendors dressed up as Bulma from Dragon Ball. I respected that,
especially since Nappa was there.
Yeah. All right, keep going. So this is an actor. I can't remember his name at the moment, off the top of my head.
Joseph Palaquin.
Yeah, and he's from Five Nights at Freddy, several other things. I think The Purge. Fun fact: he's got a thing about always wanting to wear hats, and so his I don't know if was it his wife or his handler?
It was his wife.
His wife. Apparently, we were the only ones on the con floor that sold hats. So they ended up buying one of our hats for him to wear during the con because he needed a hat. All right, cool. Dig it, man. So that was the thing. This is the guy from Louisiana RetroCon.
Yeah. He and I had a good conversation. He was trying to do Eggman's voice, and he had a booth that was just across the way from us. Like there were some booths in between.
Mm-hmm.
But when he did Eggman's voice, he would get real loud. And I thought he was Strong Bad.
Yes.
I legitimately looked at Dallas. I was like, who is playing Strong Bad right now? I thought somebody was either cosplaying him or playing it on the phone.
Right.
And so when he came up to our booth, I was like, because I had kind of pinpointed where it was coming from. I was like, was that you doing the Strong Bad voice? And he goes, who's Strong Bad?
No, he said, who's Strong Bad?
And I go, how old are you?
Oh.
And he's about 10 years younger. He knew who Strong Bad was.
Okay.
But the name didn't click for him.
Well, my dude from Louisiana RetroCon. You should totally do Strong Bad. You nailed his voice perfectly.
He said he's going to try to do it next time.
My dude.
But
it's all he needs is like some boxing gloves and a luchador mask. That's all he needs.
And some shorts.
Some shorts. True story. And some emails.
Because we have to read the emails. That was probably terrible.
All right. I think we're getting close to the end of the pictures. So this guy here, which I don't have a better picture of him for some reason.
Why did it cut it off?
It's because YouTube or Instagram. That's why.
Dumb.
Because you shot this in long view instead of portrait mode.
Yeah.
Or you shot this in portrait rather than landscape.
Because I was trying to get his head too.
Yeah. Anyways, he's from this company called 3B Productions. They are doing some really cool stuff in Monroe. They're doing like pro grade video recording, editing, radio play, all kinds of stuff. The DJ, who by the way was legit mixing, doing some really interesting mashups during the con, is part of their production house too. And but on the side, they rescue possums.
He and his wife do that.
Yeah.
It's not the 3B Productions. He and his wife rescue possums. He was telling me a story. They had one that they found as a baby, and they raised him up enough that he could survive on his own. And they let him go. Well, he just kind of disappeared. And they were like, oh God, is he okay? Like, I hope he's fine. He
told me the story.
And so then they caught him on the camera. His kids had left a bag of trash or something out in the carport. And from inside of a cozy coop, they see a little face peek up and like start inching towards the trash on the video. And he's like, oh, he's safe. And then his kids had to go pick up the trash.
There you go. So, but really cool guy and really great. We'll try to have links to his stuff on the back end in the show notes of this episode.
They actually interviewed us, so we will be on their channel later.
Yeah, exactly. So really cool stuff. He specifically has done some voice acting for like Crunchyroll and some video game stuff and everything else. And just genuinely, like their entire staff was just nice.
Yeah. Just
genuinely nice. So, all right. So if you're watching right now, again, if you have any questions, leave them in the chat. We'll answer them here in a little bit. Celeste, what were some of your big takeaways from this con?
Everybody was super nice.
Oh my gosh, so nice.
Like everybody from the volunteers, because the college students got to volunteer. I'm sure they were getting credit hours for it. But the vendors were nice. Sometimes at GeekCon we have one or two vendors where we're like, they're not our favorite.
Right.
And so we just kind of stay away from them just because we're like, okay, well, we're not going to like be rude, but we're also not going to be mean.
Right.
We're not going to purposefully put ourselves in that situation. But everybody was just so nice.
Like incredibly kind and caring.
And it was like, we got to see Chris from Man-Made Soap. And he and I had a good conversation because we realized I accidentally bought some soap with avocado oil in it, and Dallas is allergic to avocados.
I am.
And I think that Chris might also be allergic to avocados. He just doesn't know it yet. Chris, if it makes you feel fuzzy, it's not a good thing. But it's just, everyone was so nice. And we had so many good conversations.
Yeah, definitely. I want to shout out to the team who put on the event as a whole. Like Celeste said, you guys were just so incredibly kind. Every time I turn around, your volunteers were like, you guys need water? You guys need snacks? Shout out to you guys for giving us pizza.
Oh my gosh. You did not have to feed us lunch. We appreciate it.
Totally.
Also, can someone please tell me what Cheese Louise was selling?
Yeah, we never got a chance to go check out the booth.
The vendors.
Yeah. So because they had a coffee truck and a food truck outside, and we didn't get a chance to
They had
go check
two
out.
food trucks.
Yeah.
But still, one of them's name was Cheese Louise.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody from West Monroe knows what they sell, I'm going to try and find their Facebook page later.
Right.
But it's just the name struck me as funny.
Right. Man. Soulcast is in the chat. Dallas is allergic to avocados and bananas. Taking bets on what Dallas is allergic to, starting with C. He's doing alphabetical. The whole thing, Soulcast is I'm allergic to
Latex.
That's what it is. So I just realized it was Cellcast who said it about getting around camera issues. What's up, man? Yeah, Celeste is now a PNG tuber. So
For right now.
Rest assured, while she's a flat image, she is quite 3D in personality. I'm not sure why, but that sounded insulting in my head just now when I said that out loud.
It's not insulting in your head. It's not, well, it might be insulting in your head. It's not insulting.
I'm not sure why. It sounded like I was like putting you down in my head just now.
It's because I'm 2D. At the moment, I am 2D.
Her personality is not flat, guys. I promise. So, anyways, but yeah. So, but the entire team who ran the con was just incredibly kind. All the people who came through were just incredibly gracious and kind. It was a very different experience than GeekCon.
Yeah.
And
it was also a different atmosphere because there was a lot more little kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially in the morning, into the early afternoon, like people would be coming from their soccer games, from their football games. I saw more than one sports uniform. One of the kids, their dad walked up, and I looked at the little kid while you were talking to the dad and went, well, did you win? And he goes, huh? It's like, your jersey. You played soccer today, right? And he goes, oh, yeah, we won.
It was so cute. The kids were genuinely a lot of fun.
Somebody they entered the kids' cosplay competition as a Hogwarts student, and their sibling was a Mandrake.
Now, Celeste, for those who are not into Harry Potter, like me, can you explain what a Mandrake was? Because I was very confused what was happening with this small child put in a pot.
A Mandrake is a plant in a lot of worlds, but in the Harry Potter worlds, they look like babies. And when you pull them out of the pot, they start screaming. And so you have to plant them. Well, they had this baby in I guess it was a pot from Lowe's. Like, I don't know where they got this, and he was dressed up as a Mandrake. Like, they had the little green thing off the top of his head, and he was wearing brown. And poor kid was not having it. He was giving some stink face, which honestly was in character. So it was just, he won the kids cosplay competition. Right. And it's probably because he had his brother as his prop.
It helps. So what that means, folks, if you want to win cosplay competition, use your siblings as a prop. So it works out. Paladin says screaming plant baby is the answer. And
yes.
He does a little rim shot for my joke about you being 2D and flat and everything. And yes, Cellcast, do not send me latex gloves. That's a bad idea.
Indeed it is.
Paladin has a question. He goes, how old was the Mandrake? Like, we're talking like less than a year.
He could sit up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I ever saw him sitting where he wasn't leaning against something. So he wasn't able to sit up, but he could hold his head.
Yeah.
So like mom was walking around with him later and he was looking around.
Mm-hmm.
So probably in between, when do they pick up their head? Like 4 months?
You act like I know these things.
I don't know. I was hypothetically asking. I know you don't know. It's like between 4 and 6 months. It was a big kid though.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a big baby.
It was
a big old boy. But less than a year. Dallas is correct.
So, but yeah. So that was cool. That was cool to see. Again, our experience is GeekCon quite often, and it's unfair, in my opinion, to compare cons to other cons that aren't on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot compare GeekCon to San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh God, no.
That being said, there are a lot of great things I enjoyed about this con. The hospitality. Again, that's not to say GeekCon's not hospitable to us, but this was just a different level, and just the people there. It was a different experience with the people. Even like there was a lot of people like that for them that it was super new, and I made a post earlier in our Discord and on our group. Going to this con, really, it for some reason it felt like our first con ever again.
Yeah.
Like, and it was part of that whole, like, we don't know anybody. Like at GeekCon, we've been going for 10 years now, and there's a level of familiarity to it. We know people. There are people we're expecting to see. There are people expecting to see us. This one, outside really of John Stout and Liz
and Chris,
we weren't really expecting to really connect with anybody that we knew already. And so there's some, oh, okay, what's it going to be like? And then it was a different experience altogether. And it kind of like reminded me of some of the joy of doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It took me back for a moment to those first years, especially when we first got our booth and the excitement of it. And just overall.
Well, and this is the first year we've been able to do more than one con.
Yeah.
We've done CredoCon, but CredoCon does not charge us for the booths.
Mm-hmm.
They just want us to show up.
Right.
And it's also
more of an expo.
It's more of an expo because it's more geared towards people who homeschool. So it's people looking for resources.
Right.
And so for them, we're a resource because we're something safe for their kids.
Exactly.
But they just love to see us there and want us there. So we don't have to pay to have a booth. This, I would say, was worth the money because we got to meet new people.
Yeah, definitely. And so, again, Celeste, since you went there, this wouldn't have been able to happen without the help of our devoted Patreon geeks.
Absolutely not.
And we want to say thank you to you guys. It was kind of a stretch. We put ourselves out there a little bit for this one, and we're gonna do some hustling on the back end for things like GeekCon and a couple other things. But we want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity, guys, to help us go and love people, encourage people, point them back to Jesus, and let people know that there's hope and that people genuinely care about them. Every conversation we had was so much more than just oh, hey, welcome. Like we were speaking life to people and encouraging people.
And then I was telling you this, I think because it was a smaller con, people were more willing to stand around and talk to us.
Yeah.
Because they weren't so busy going, what am I missing? What haven't I seen? Like, we're near the back, so by the time they got to us, they'd seen all the other booths. So they're just kind of browsing and then doing the what you do at con, which is just, make the circles, make the rounds. You just walk.
Yeah.
And so it was one of those things of they were more willing to engage with us because it was a smaller con. So there wasn't as much to see. There weren't as many vendors.
Right. Exactly. So, but yeah, like I said, just thank you guys for sending us. Thank you for believing in the ministry that we do here. and giving us this opportunity. We genuinely just appreciate it. Anything else, Celeste, you want to add to the conversation?
Thank you to Louisiana Delta Con.
Word.
Like, we paid to be there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no getting around that. We paid for a booth. We chose to be there, but they did not have to be as accommodating as they were.
Mm-hmm.
I think that as they grow, some of the organizational stuff behind the scenes that we saw, they were like, this could have been better.
Yeah.
Not that anything was bad, but just, room to improve.
Yeah.
I think some of that will work itself out if they continue to grow.
Yeah.
But it was just a good con.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to say this. I think it will grow. I think that this will continue to progress to be something amazing. And the community there enjoyed it. They loved it. It was really well put on. The guests were all just quality people, kind people. And I hope and I pray for this con to grow. I think that area needs this type of thing every so often.
Well, and I said this to somebody this morning when we were talking about it. People in Northeast Louisiana, I almost said Northwest East, Northeast Louisiana,
right,
may not be able to make the trek all the way to Shreveport,
right,
or to Jackson, because there's a con that happens in Jackson, or go down to New Orleans or any of the other places where there's cons.
Right.
So I think that if the Delta College continues to do this and it grows, it'll grow because it's at a good location.
Yeah.
To help the people who aren't going to be able to afford a 2 to 3 hour drive.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, guys, I think that's about it for us here at Geek Devotions. Again, thank you guys so much for giving us the opportunity to go. Hey, if you want to help support what we do, help us to get to cons, help us to create the devotions, help us to get the things that we use to make the devotions, go to our website, geekdevotions.com, and click on the support page where you can find our Patreon, our PayPal, other things. Literally, just you can think of us as y'all's geeky missionaries.
Yeah.
And again, we don't do this very often. GeekCon is our big event that we would like to go to on a yearly basis. But if you guys can help us do it, that'd be amazing. That being said, we do want to do life with you guys. We have a Discord channel. We have Devoted Geek Life. Take part in the community. Take part in what makes Geek Devotions great. The people. What it's all about, guys.
Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be, even if you're like, I don't know what to post. Our friend Kevin posted something the other day, and it was just a little video of his niece. And she was, I don't even remember.
So confused.
What was she confused about? I don't remember.
There was a Christmas tree hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, she was so confused about the Christmas tree hanging from the ceiling. And she's like, I don't hate it. But it's weird, like it. But I don't like it. It's weird. And so, we just want to do life with you. That's an adorable video of a kid talking about Christmas. It has nothing to do with geekiness.
Exactly.
But it's us doing life together.
Word.
Also, in Discord, show me your pets.
We have a whole channel for you guys to post pictures of your pets.
Please.
Celcast called it Geektionaries.
You know?
We are the Scent Geeks. Oh, man, that's funny. All right, Celeste, you want to land this plane?
Sure. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to Com Talk today. Or watch, I guess. I threw myself off with that. If you have loved this episode, head on over to Apple or Spotify or YouTube to rate and leave a review. It is very much appreciated. So until next time, stay devoted.
Peace and love.